Flashing lights hit the pavement. A driver gets stopped under the label of suspicious activity. The officer avoids direct legal references. The driver holds steady, demanding clear language. A statute, a charge, a reason. A supervisor joins the exchange, but the story stays vague. This moment reveals the gap between knowing the law and bluffing through a badge. One man asks the right questions. The other refused to answer. Watch what happens when delusion of power guides you to do the unthinkable.
Forgot we have in police department.
Yeah.
What are you up to today?
What'd you pull me over for?
I was just curious. I saw you behind me. I couldn't tell what
You
you
turned your emergency lights on and pulled me over because you were curious?
Yeah,
is that
suspicious
legal?
activity.
What statute is that?
It's suspicious activity, sir.
What's
Do you
your
have a
badge?
driver's license on you?
What'd you pull me over for?
Suspicious activity. I didn't know what you were
That's
doing.
that's not a law.
Actually, I
no,
can
it
pull
isn't.
you over for that, sir.
Suspicious activity.
Yes.
What's
Do you have your driver's license on you, sir?
What's your name?
Do you have your driver's license on you, sir?
Sir, you didn't pull me. You can't pull me over for suspicious activity.
Actually, I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
Can you call your supervisor? You have to have a statute why you pull me over.
Can I get a supervisor to my location, please?
What was the suspicious activity?
Can I ask what you were doing out there, sir?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
So why are you asking me questions then?
Because you're a public servant. I'm not. I'm not paid with taxpayer dollars.
Okay. So what's your name? Is this your car?
Why did you pull me over? What statute is that you pulled me over for? What lawful reason? Can you articulate that? Because I took your picture?
I couldn't tell what you were doing, sir.
Right. Well, then you pulled me over because you couldn't tell what I was doing?
Because it was suspicious activity. You sat behind
and what
me even though there was
statute
no
is
reason to. There
suspicious
was no
activity?
traffic coming.
I didn't sit behind you.
Yes, you did. You sat on Brewster Street for a while.
Yeah.
There was no traffic coming. You could have pulled out and turned north onto
You were
Richmond as
impeding
your blinker
traffic.
suggested.
Why were you sitting there? There was no car in front of you.
I had conducted a traffic stop.
All right, move out of the way of the road. You're impeding traffic.
Hi,
Hi.
Lieutenant Alvac with Appleton Police. You asked to talk to a supervisor?
Yeah, this guy pulled me over for suspicious activity.
Okay.
He said, what statute is that?
Which what?
What statute is
Well,
that?
it's not a statute, sir. It's a...
So he's pulling me over for a non-violation. I haven't violated, I wasn't committing a crime. I wasn't about to commit a crime, and he didn't catch me committing a crime.
Okay.
Or any violation, why did he pull me over? Suspicion in itself isn't a reason to pull someone over.
Well, when you're in an area where an officer is conducting a traffic stop on another vehicle and you
Right.
stop and you have something in your hand, it's kind of a dangerous world we live in right now, okay? So he didn't know what your intentions were or what you had in your hand,
Right.
okay? It's certainly within the law to film. You just have to do it in a way that isn't going to cause concern with regards to an officer's safety.
No, that's not true. The Supreme Court already ruled on this. It doesn't interfere with the officer safety at all.
Yep. Okay, so he stopped to see what you had in your hand because he didn't know
Well,
it was a camera.
that's not what he said. He said suspicious activity.
Yep.
And that's not a reason to stop me either.
Well, it could be. It certainly could be.
Well, a lot of things could be, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, the totality of everything here is he didn't know that was a camera. Okay, if it was clearly a camera, it wouldn't have been a stop. But he didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's still a violation of my rights for him to pull me over for that reason.
Okay, we don't have anything else right now.
Yeah, I didn't commit any violation or crime. You can't run my ID.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Do you need it for anything else? Because
Don't stop people unlawfully. Honor your oath. Honor your oath. You're on your way.
why don't you pay attention to the road?
Why don't you stop talking to me?
This stop began with a vague claim and ended with unanswered questions. The officer avoided statutes, sidestepped justification, and relied on presence, not principle. But the driver stood firm, calm, direct, and legally sharp. When authority speaks in circles, someone has to draw a line. In this encounter, that someone wasn't wearing a badge. It was the person asking the right questions. The system demands accountability, not obedience. Let's move on to our next case. The car sits still. The law presses forward. What begins as a routine stop quickly reveals a deeper game: pressure, bait, and manufactured concern. The driver responds with precision, holding the line between rights and reach. No raised voice, just the steady weight of legal knowledge against phishing attempts disguised as safety checks. When questions shift from safety to suspicion, and uniforms push stories without substance, what matters isn't what's said, it's what's withheld. Consent isn't given. Control isn't surrendered. This is how power is held in silence. Watch what happens next when ego can't be satisfied by power suppression.
Because...
Why do you want to search my car?
Well, why do you think I want to search your car?
You got me under suspicion or anything, or?
Well, there you go. I mean, you jumped right to it pretty quick, didn't you?
Because you said you want to search my vehicle for no reason. I know the law.
Well, no reason. I mean, you came to a reason pretty quick. What would the reason be? Is there any reason? I mean, what's going on? What's going on?
For you to want to search my vehicle for no reason.
Well, I mean, you're the one saying no reason. My partner and I mean, there's two of you and there's two of us, and we just want to make sure everything's safe. And if we knew what was going on in the car, without you in the car possibly being a threat, that would help the scenario for us a little bit, right? You can understand.
Suspicion of me being a threat. What's your suspicion? What do you think I have? Something?
You're the one that keeps using the word suspicion. I'm just kind of want to be aware of what's going on.
You know, that's one of my main rights right there, for you not to search my vehicle without probable cause to search my vehicle.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned, I just would feel a lot more comfortable if my partner and I knew what was going on inside of this car, because the windows are pretty dark. I mean, you got nice wheels on it.
Yeah.
Are you running drugs? What are you doing?
Do you have a warrant to search my car?
Are you going to let me search your car?
Do you have a warrant to?
I mean, you gave me ID pretty easily, and I appreciate that. So you've been...
you ran my ID, and my ID come back clean.
I didn't say that. I said that I'm not going to...
You didn't say
I came back and I asked if I could search your car, and I said that I was a little worried about giving you back your license, but
Did you say that you were a lawyer? Considering you're lawful.
I decline to answer that question, sir.
Oh, so then you're not a lawyer then.
Right. A pair of slacks and a turtleneck doesn't make you a lawyer,
Say
Carlton.
what you think, but yes, I'm a lawyer.
Okay. Yeah, well, my partner and I are lawyers too.
Take it to court, we could take it that far.
We're all lawyers. Are you a lawyer, bro?
Oh, you're a lawyer, so you know the law.
If I had to pick between the two of you, I think he's the lawyer and you just dress like a lawyer. I think you like to...
So you're saying that you're a lawyer, you know the law?
Well, I mean, I know I'm here. The law trusts me a little bit more than you at this point.
Well, you're in violation at this point. Is your body cam recording?
Why are you worried about that? Is that something you're worried about?
Yes.
Because you think we're going to find something in the car when the body camera starts looking around?
Right in front of your face.
But it's on the recording.
It's right in front of your
Because
face.
if y'all want to take this to court,
Well, we can't record in the back seat with those dark windows.
that's
What's
my privacy.
okay?
I'm a lawyer.
Aggression. See, we don't even need to hear from you, bro. You're just kind of there existing, aren't you?
You say
You
you're
want
a lawyer.
to? Should we see your ID as well? Maybe we should check him out a little bit.
By law, this is not one of those type of states where you just ID everybody in the vehicle. You don't need to see his ID.
So you're
Not the
someone that
driver.
goes around different states, maybe moving product or...
Multiple states, because I'm a lawyer.
Right. That's why these windows are blacked out, huh? You don't want to see different law enforcement checking you out. Privacy, but what are you trying to keep private?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. You got a lot of law jargon flying out of your mouth there, Carlton. You think?
No, my name is Carlton.
Right. Well, I'm saying you wanted to be Beverly Hills lawyer, right?
I have my ID. You knew my name. Now I'm Carlton.
Yeah. Should we call Uncle Phil and see what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you seem to have all the answers. I just want to know, is there anything worth checking out in the car? And you seem to come up with all these reasons why we shouldn't look in the car rather than why we could have processed you through here.
He just wants to know what he did.
Plus, it's my right.
I mean, you exist, right? So we have a right to make sure we know who's existing in our area, right? You're in our area.
Don't we have amendments? That's
Do
what the amendments is for.
Do you know me? I mean, you can identify me as law, but you don't know me and my partner. I don't know you. Are you from around these parts? These plates aren't local?
I don't want to answer that question.
How far have you come? Where you headed?
I'm headed home. I just moved back out here.
Where's home? Oh, no. So you're headed home, but you just moved back here. So is here home or is there home?
Here's home.
Here's home.
Here's home.
Because you don't look familiar to us, and
Why do I have to look familiar?
again, we just want to make sure everything's
There's a lot of
safe.
people that
We
don't
can't
look
see the
familiar.
back. I don't know what you going on in that hatchback. Again, you got nice wheels and tinted windows. You can imagine there's some red flags flying for my partner and myself.
Because I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
How often do you stop random cars?
See, now you're saying you're random. Now, are we targeting you or you're random? Because before you were telling me there seemed to be a reason we should be targeting you, but you don't want to tell me what that is.
You were pulled over for going 10 miles over the speed limit.
10 miles over the speed limit.
Right. And then you started to comply, but now that compliance has kind of faded, right?
Because after you give me my license back and want to search a vehicle and I'm on my way to an appointment.
I didn't say I want to search a vehicle. I said, is there anything I'd find in that vehicle if we looked around? Is there anything for me to be concerned about? And you're the one that jumps to, you're not searching. That makes me wonder what you don't want me to search for.
There's nothing.
Can you understand that logic, Mr. Lawyer Man?
There's nothing in the vehicle.
Okay.
You are fine.
Then why can't we find that out ourselves?
So you want to search a vehicle?
I'd like to know what's going on in the back seat of this tinted out car with nice wheels
I told you why it's tinted.
that drives all over the state and seems to know the laws between states.
Tinted for my privacy, you know?
Okay.
My privacy.
Right. So you just
You know,
pick up your law firm and move from here to there, and you're traveling between states. Do you ever go to court? Do you
Navigation. You navigate, you pick up cases, you move around
Okay.
throughout the country, you know?
No, I wouldn't know because I practice the law here locally. You know what I'm saying?
Locally.
So I know who I see, and I don't see you. I see my partner at the grocery store. I see my other buddies at church. You know, my kids play in school with their friends.
Why do you see me in the
But I don't know you. We don't know you.
Why do you need to know me?
And now you're local. So now you're coming into our community. and you're gonna be here and be a part of our community, and yet we don't know who you are. And you're not being very caring when you don't share what's in the back seat there, buddy.
By law, you don't have to identify me.
See,
You don't have to identify me.
You're worried about the law.
Rights. I know my rights.
Are you part of our community? Because we need to know who you are, and you're getting all nitpicky about the law. Again, claiming you're a lawyer, that's here nor there. The reality is, okay, well, but we can't know what's going on in the back seat of a prominent member of our community, Mr. Lawyer Man.
So what do you want me to do? You want me to roll down the windows, or like, I'm not going to let you search my vehicle.
Again, I don't want to search. I want to know what's going on in the back seat that you need to keep private.
Want me to roll it down for you? So
Is there something that we should be keeping private?
I'll roll it down for both of you.
There's a little kid's toy back there. You got drugs stuffed in there? What's going on? What is it that you don't want me to search your car, even though I just asked if there's anything going on?
I'm in a hurry. I'm going somewhere, and you put me over for nothing.
I know you're in a hurry. We clocked, my partner clocked you. He's being generous to that 10. It was almost 20 miles.
You were going 10 miles over.
I was going.
He's got the ticket ready for 10, but we could add a lot more charges to that if we need to.
How could you add more charges to me going over 10 miles an hour?
Well, because this could change to resisting. This could change to
What did I do to resist?
whatever. You know, you're the one that's throwing the word search around. If we do get the warrant we need and get in the back of that car, who knows what we're going to find under the seats or when we rip out this thing, or maybe we'll just rip it apart.
How would you get the warrant?
When you need probable cause?
What's the probable cause for the warrant?
Again, you're the one that brought up that you don't want me going through your car. And all I did was ask if there was anything in the car. You could have said no, you could have said yes, but you said you don't need to. And that in itself is suspicious, right? Can you imagine why that might be suspicious for us?
Suspicious, but it's law.
We have to walk up to random cars every day with people like yourself claiming to be part of the community, and we don't know where you're from. We don't know you.
Doesn't matter where I'm from.
I saw your ID, but again, you're from here, you're from there. You know the law everywhere. You're talking a lot about state-to-state commerce and stuff. That makes me think that maybe there's something, maybe you got something if we cut those tires open or pop that hatchback.
Is something in the tires that I'm hiding now?
I don't know what to think. I think that you don't want me to know what's going on, and that makes me think that I'm worried about you. That's what I think.
So what's going to happen right now?
What is going to happen? Is there anything I should be concerned about in the back of this car?
Dog, you can run a canine dog across the vehicle.
Listen, you're the one that wants to get the law more involved, right? We want to do this simply. You're the one trying to call for the law. So,
If you want us to do that, we can do that.
all right. Well, don't think we won't keep an eye on you. My partner and I have already got a ticket written, so
Have a good day.
be careful out there.
All of a sudden, man.
All of a sudden, right?
All of a sudden. Now
Great. Now you got words to say, but
I can go.
we'll see where you go.
A badge flashed, a search hinted, a narrative pushed, yet none of it earned. The car remained closed. The law stood on one side, the Constitution on the other. When bluster fails to bulldoze reason, silence becomes a shield. Rights don't ask for permission, they demand recognition. Today, that demand held firm. No consent given, no ground lost, only a quiet victory carved out by knowledge and the refusal to fold. This is how unlawful pressure folds back in on itself and drives away empty. Drop down your thoughts on this unlawful suppression of innocent citizens.